listeners. Welcome to BlaBlaLara. I'm Rodrigo Lara, and I'm your host for this podcast. This podcast is about living abroad, changing countries, immigration, exchange, travel. And today we have a guest from Argentina, from Chile, actually, Natalia Davaloss Bossi. Is that the right pronunciation of her name? Sorry.
Yes,
Bossi.
in English,
Oh,
yes.
so you were naturally a boss. Nice. Great. And Natalia, she's from Santiago, Chile. She's daughter of Argentinian parents. And the last 2 years, she's been moving between Argentina, Chile, and Los Angeles. And that was where we met in a class that we had in common for our certificate programs at UCLA. The class was about professional selling, right? Oh yeah, of
Yes.
course, I really recommend if you're interested in business, marketing, and this stuff. And yeah, welcome, Nati. How are you?
All good. Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me to participate in Blah Blah
Yeah,
Lara.
sure. Yeah. Thank you
Uh,
for accepting the invitation. Yeah, thank you for supporting this idea. Yeah, I appreciate that. You said, where are you now? You are in Chile, right? You told me that you're in Chile.
yes, I'm in Chile. In fact, I'm working here
Uh-huh.
with my family.
Oh yeah, you have your business, right? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like finishing the last things I have before departing to Los Angeles again.
Oh, nice. And
Yeah.
you said you lived in Argentina too, right?
Yes. Well, I was born here in Santiago de Chile, and I lived here until I have like 11 or 12.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And then I moved with my family to Argentina. I moved to Posadas. That
Mm.
is a city in the north of Argentina, in a province that limits with Paraguay and Brazil,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
really in the north.
Uh-huh.
And well, all my family lives there. And my mom really wanted to live close to her mom.
Okay.
So we end
Yeah,
up
makes sense.
moving there.
Mm-hmm.
And in Posadas, I went to mid school, high school,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have the opportunity to decide where I want to study in the university.
Good. Mm-hmm.
So I have three options. One was study in Posadas,
Mm.
that it was a small city. The other one was study here in Chile,
Mm-hmm.
and but I already know that I will end up working here.
Okay.
So I decided like the third option, that was studying in Buenos Aires,
Mm-hmm.
in
Nice.
Argentina, in the capital
Uh-huh.
city.
Uh-huh.
So I went to the university there. I study business economics,
Nice.
and
Good.
then accounting, and then I worked there. And after all that, I moved back to Chile.
Uh-huh. Okay, just a curiosity, have you been to Brazil?
Mhm. Yes, but only in Curitiba
Uh-huh.
and in
Okay.
Santa Catarina.
Yeah, nice. The south of Brazil. Yeah, I've been there
Uh-huh.
too. Yeah, it's a little different. Brazil is a big country with like specific regions. We have like different accents and different costumes. But yeah, it's interesting. And let me ask you another curiosity. Is
Mhm.
the Spanish accent in Chile similar to Argentinian? Because I've been
No.
to Buenos Aires,
Uh-huh.
and I noticed that the Spanish there is like very strong and hard to understand. And I
Yeah.
wonder if in Chile is the same. I have some friends from Chile, but I never I never heard them speaking Spanish. Maybe just briefly. So I never noticed the difference. But yeah, is it different from Argentina or is
Yes,
Chile?
and I think in Chile is even difficult because Chilean speak like so quickly.
Oh really?
Uh-huh.
But do you have the
And
pronunciation,
well,
for
when
example? What I noticed from Argentina, I know I
Mhm,
understand Spanish because Portuguese is very similar, and I studied
mhm,
Spanish too. And I noticed that in Argentina, the Y and the double L, instead of that saying
uh-huh,
like yo or yo, it's like chuva, show soy.
uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like that. What about Chile? It's like that in Chile?
In Chile, it's yo,
Okay.
but
Yeah, like
well, in
a
Buenos
more
Aires is
neutral.
show, uh-huh. And in Posadas, in the north, is yo. It's
Okay, nice.
different.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And when I
Right.
moved back to Chile, I had like troubles sometimes understanding what they are saying.
Oh,
And
really?
it's, yeah, it's
And people
crazy.
noticed your accent from Argentina, so you have an Argentinian accent.
Yes, and people used to ask me if I'm from Argentina or from Uruguay. And
Interesting. That's
uh-huh.
funny. Nice. Okay. And you said you worked in Chile, right? I'm curious because I remember
Mhm.
that from class that you said you worked for a consulting group. Was
Yes, I was working at a consulting group in Buenos Aires.
uh-huh. Is that the
Uh-huh.
before? I remember was that like a can you say here the name? I can bleep out if you cannot say it.
No, it's okay. I was working in Price Waterhouse Coopers
Oh
in Buenos
yeah,
Aires.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
nice. It's great. Yeah, great resume.
Yeah.
You can find a job anywhere now.
I hope
Good
so.
for you. Good for you. Yeah.
Um,
And then
yeah.
you were there for how long?
I I worked there a little more than a year, and then I quit because I wanted to came uh, came to work to Chile,
Mm-hmm.
uh, because my brother was asking me to come and work with him. Uh,
Oh,
well, for several years he he asked me to do it, so
a tour
I
for your
thought it
family
was
business?
uh-huh.
Okay. Is it the same thing that you're doing right now? Is it the same
Yes,
business?
yes, it's the same.
Okay. And how long
Uh-huh.
have you been working with that?
Like 4 years now.
Okay. And is that like the tea, the mate? I don't know.
Yes,
What is it?
it's yerba mate.
Yeah, I know that. We have something similar in the south of Brazil too. We call chimarrão.
Uh-huh.
Do you drink it like hot in those small pots? I don't know, cuia. We call it that cuia here. With a
Yes,
small
no, we
bowl
call
that
it
you.
mate. I have
Uh-huh.
one here.
Oh, nice. Great. Is that like
Uh-huh.
hot or cold that you drink?
No, I used to drink it hot,
Uh-huh.
but when it's like in summer, I drink it cold, and it's called terere. It's called
Uh-huh.
differently.
And do you have
Yeah.
tereré? Yeah. I've seen some
Uh-huh.
Argentinian people drinking that. And do you have like also the costume to pass it over to people like in a small group? Because chimarrão here in Brazil, in the south of Brazil, my family is from the south of Brazil, my grandparents and my mother. Yeah, and
Mhm.
some of them used to drink chimarrão, and they like drink for like 1 hour, passing it over to everyone, like the cuia. Is that a common costume in Argentina too, or in Chile?
Yes, in Argentina more, but here in Chile, the people used to have like their own
Ah,
mate.
okay. Oh,
Uh-huh.
right, because it's more individual. Yeah, it's an individual
Uh-huh.
portion. Yeah, it makes more sense,
Yeah.
especially now with the pandemic. That's what I wanted to ask. I think now that costume it's dead forever, because no one will share like the same thing. In the pandemic.
Hmm.
I heard that there
Yes.
are like some gold stuff and silver stuff there that doesn't transmit viruses and bacteria, but I think it's just like a legend. Just tales, urban tales. But okay, and about your business, how is it? Do you like it? Are you doing good with that? Do you plan to stay working with that like in long term, or do you want to go to LA and get an internship there? What are your plans for the future?
Um, the truth is that I really want to continue working here, and I
Nice.
have like so many projects,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to miss the opportunity to work in uh, the US and
Mm-hmm.
I
mm-hmm.
will apply to an OPT now. Now I'm finishing the program, and I really want to have like the experience of working in a country so different
Yes, yes, I
from
understand.
Chile and from Argentina.
It's important.
So
I have the same feeling.
so
Yeah. Uh,
mhm.
I wanted to ask like a little. Let's step back a little bit in your story. When did you move to LA, and when did you decide to go to LA, and why did you take this decision?
And the truth is, I always wanted to study abroad,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and even though I was in university, I studied in Buenos Aires, where I didn't have family or
Yes. Yes.
anything.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to study, I, I don't know, more abroad in a
Mm-hmm.
different country,
Mm-hmm.
in all different cultures. I always like to travel in new
Yes.
places
Nice.
and cultures. So it was a dream,
Mm-hmm.
always a dream.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was in university, I couldn't do it because I was well studying in Buenos Aires and renting an apartment there, so I couldn't leave to
Mm-hmm.
another country, even
Uh,
though it was for a semester or something.
uh,
And I also haven't raised to a scholarship or something in
uh,
another country.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
So I decided to work and save to study
Yes, completely
after.
understand.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh-huh. So, well, one of the reasons for me to come into Chile was because the last year I spent in Buenos Aires was like a crisis year. It's
Uh,
not. It wasn't a good year. It was like a lot of political problems
okay.
and inflation and many things.
Yes, I know.
And I decided to came to Chile because the country was in a better condition,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew that I could save here and well save the money for
All right.
achieving my dream.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right.
uh, yeah. So then I decided to go to Los Angeles because I wanted to improve my English,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and there were only two places where I wanted to go. One was Barcelona, and the other one was Los Angeles.
Oh,
And Los Angeles
options.
win for the English.
Uh-huh. Ah, okay. Okay, nice. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, LA is amazing. Yeah, I'm suspect to talk about it because I always loved LA and I always wanted to move to California. So yeah. And what's your certificate program that there at UCLA?
I'm doing general business studies
Ah, okay.
and project management.
Mm-hmm. Wow, great. You're doing
Mhm.
two certificates at the same time, or are you?
Uh,
Yeah, I know. I've done two as well. I did business fundamentals and marketing, and yeah,
mhm,
I'm considering like to apply for OPT and internship. Do
mhm.
you already have something in mind for that for your OPT, or have you considered
Mm,
something? And you
Not
said you
really.
were going back to LA, right? What,
Uh-huh.
where will you live there? Like with the pandemic, do you have a place already, or where did
Uh,
you live when you was there? Westwood, right?
in Westwood.
Okay.
And my boyfriend is in Los Angeles. So I
Okay.
will go and stay with him like 2 weeks until I can figure out where I will live and what to do.
Okay. Got it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, good luck with that, Nati. Nati,
Thank
right?
you.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to bleep that out. Yeah. That was it for today. We can
Mhm.
talk more about that offline because yeah, we are
Okay.
out of time. But thank you so much for your participation. I really appreciate this talk to you and your support. Keep up to the next episodes. Keep listening, and that was it. Yeah, see you in LA if everything goes well, and good luck with there.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, great. All right. That was it for today. Thank you for listening, and keep up for the next episodes of BlaBlaLara. Bye bye. Good night.